The oceans are a mystery. We don't even know 5% of what is on the seabed. The Kabagon was seen between Antarctica and New Zealand by a Japanese tuna fishing boat on April 28, 1971. The boat was called the Kompira Maru from Mikawa and was located off the coast of Onagawa in the Oshika district of the Miyagi prefecture. As it was preparing to sail from there to the Littleton Peninsula in New Zealand at around 7 p.m., the fishing line was abruptly cut, attracting the attention of Captain Kimura and his crew of 26 men. Suddenly, they saw something strange emerge from the water. The first to see it was Captain Kimura. He saw a grayish head emerge from the water with wrinkles, slowly and silently. The head was so large that it could be seen from the boat and was most likely between 1 and 2 meters long. Taking a closer look at the head, Captain Kimura noted that it had huge, dark red eyes and grotesque nostrils that looked disfigured or crushed. He was not sure if it had hair or not. It was deduced that the animal must have been between 8 and 10 meters long because of the size of its head. Its jaw could not be seen, but the crew said that a gigantic shadow was visible under the water. The head of the animal remained in sight for at least 8 minutes. As the animal kept staring at the fishing boat, the captain gave the order to attack the creature with a harpoon, but then the creature submerged. Because of its strange shape, the creature was nicknamed Kabagon, which translates to hippopotamus monster. For Captain Kimura, the Kabagon seemed to be a umibozu, which are spirits from Japanese folklore. These creatures live in the ocean, originating from the spirits of priests who, after dying, were thrown into the sea. It is said that they appear before ships and make the waters turbulent. To calm the umibozu down and escape from it, the sailors must throw an empty barrel into the water so that the umibozu is distracted by the barrel and thus allowing the ship to escape. The umibozu was considered a legend. However, the encounter with the Kabagon by Captain Kimura is considered the first real encounter with a umibozu, especially due to Captain Kimura's great reputation. The incident with the Kabagon was picked up by local journalists from Oshika, who added this drawing made by Captain Kimura representing what he had seen. When the ship arrived at its destination in New Zealand, the story spread as well, attracting the attention of the New Zealand Weekend magazine, who added that according to contacts, the morning after the Kabagon sighting, some people reported that on the coast of Onagawa, they found gigantic footprints in the sand that did not correspond to known animals. If these footprints belonged to the same creature seen by Captain Kimura, it meant that this animal was amphibious. People tried to explain this phenomenon. Some would say it was a type of walrus. However, walruses are common in the Arctic. Others claimed it was the corpse of a whale. It was also said that it could be a sea elephant, but like the walrus, they are found in a different hemisphere. Another hypothesis is that the Kabagon could be a descendant of an extinct species called Desmostylus, or maybe even part of the same species itself. The Desmostylus was a marine mammal, and many of its fossils were found in Japan. As seen in the pictures, the animal does seem to resemble a giant hippopotamus. The strange thing about this is that this is not the first alleged sighting of the Kabagon. In 1958, the Kabagon was allegedly seen by a Japanese ship called Soya Nihong, an Antarctic research vessel. The creature was seen in Lutzelholm Bay, which is one of the deepest parts of Antarctica, a really inhospitable place. Captain Matsumoto of the Soya Nihongo said he saw a body more than 10 meters long, from what seemed to be its head to its tail, with pointed ears. The entire animal looked like it was swollen. It had only one fin on the top of its head and giant red eyes. Unlike the sighting by the Kompira Maru, Captain Matsumoto said that this one was covered in hair and seemed to have shoulders, like a human. There is no known marine animal that has shoulders that can be found in Antarctica. Likewise, little by little, this animal was disappearing. The captain decided to name this creature as the Godzilla of Antarctica. Curiously, this cryptid has a lot of similarity with the so-called Ningen, which is said to be a huge cryptid that was sighted in the 90s in the Arctic Circle by a Japanese whale research ship. It was said to be 30 meters long, with a humanoid shape covered by thick white fur. However, regarding the Ningen, there's just not much information provided, and the story has more shades of just being another creepypasta in contrast to the sightings of the Kabagon, which are backed by newspapers of the time. There may be colossal animals or life forms so exotic that they seem alien to us, waiting to be discovered. But what do you think? Is the Kabagon real? Perhaps it is an unidentified animal or a surviving creature from ancient times. Let us know your thoughts below in the comments, and feel free to send us an email at dragonvin@gmail.com if you have your own stories you would like us to cover. As always, thanks for watching, and good night.